Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at just common misses this week at DTL. Today specifically, we're going to look at why we miss the sitter volley. 3 specific reasons. The first, most likely occurring more at that 3-5 level, but for whatever reason, I get quite a few players that are in a traditional continental grip and they decide with the sitter volley to slightly switch the grip over. Obviously, the feeling is, well, I can really square up, I can maybe get some power on this. Let's be honest, at a really high level of tennis, you never switch the grip on a volley. So just because you have time to do that, the ball floats in, it's not coming all that quick, it feels like, all right, maybe it's up a little bit higher, oh, I have time to change the grip and get it over. You can see that unless I'm on top of the net, with this grip, that ball should come off and immediately drop. So I see all too many players deciding that with the sitter, hey, I'm going to get the grip from continental over a little bit, I'm going to give it a little more of a smack, and it's that really bad net miss, okay? And that, to me, is just a simple maintain racket angle. I would sign off on maybe coming down on the sitter a little bit steeper to create a little more of a force on the ball, create a little more of a chance for a winner. Just never, ever allow your hand to slide that grip to get more of this square racket face, because I just do not see it made all that often, and you've just wasted a really good chance to get a pretty free point, okay? All right, the second reason has to do with the feet. And this to me is the most common reason a sitter volley gets missed at the club level, is because you're likely playing a lot of your volleys from a little deeper off the net, maybe halfway between the net and the service line. And a ball that's coming with decent pace, you know, there's maybe not all that much time to do more than adjust and maybe step in one time to a lot of volleys. And so for me, the miss because of the feet is lack of recognition that this ball was floating, or the recognition is too late. And so we're in this position, we don't quite realize early enough that there's now less speed on the ball, and that if we still wait here, it's going to be dropping down, we have to sit back, we likely have to play the shot more defensively than we'd like. So my thought for this is, when you are in a position where you're farther off the net, you've handled some pace, be highly alert to slower, floatier balls, and the first reaction is always feet. You want to be running up to the ball to close the gap between you and the net, and less time of having to wait to hit the shot. That's really key, is take the thought process out of these sitters. The longer you wait, the longer you have to think, the better the chance to mess it up. So by closing in with your footwork, taking the ball early and from closer to the net, it's just a win-win in my book, okay? Third, kind of on the back end of that last idea, as we get moving and we start to recognize that this is a sitter and the footwork's there and here we go, the third reason that I see a lot of these sitters missed is just too much excitement. All right, and it's just, oh my gosh, here I go, I'm going to get this ball, I'm going to cram it away. You see players do this all the time where they look really nice and poised in this position, and then it's like just getting up huge, maybe too big of a wind-up, no real clear picture of where their target is. That to me is a huge tell, is, hey, you were going to hit that super hard, you missed it, where were you aiming that ball? I don't know, I was just going to crush it, hopefully for a winner. Have a really good idea about where you're aiming these sitters, and try to reserve some level of just control. Even if you're going to hit this harder than you hit most of your volleys, limit that excitement, because it still falls into the volley family. Probably in my book, you know, technically the most boring shot. It's the most basic, it's the shortest. We don't ever really need to create a swing that looks like a huge overhead or 120 mile per hour serve. So some level of reserve there, all with the intention of still winning the point, in my book, is going to go a long way to avoiding some of those disastrous misses that occur because of a lot of excitement of how well you're going to do with that shot, okay? All right, and that's all I got for you guys today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.